Six. Um, $20. I can use. What? Three. I don't know what the hell you really are, but
You have got to hear this, Hawk. There's this tale making the rounds. They say a Tevinter mage was animating corpses in the city, and you beat him down with your bare hands.
Strange that people would get such an idea out of the blue.
I may have embellished a detail or two here and there, a little, and added a few things that didn't happen. For pacing, you understand. Just don't be surprised if people seem in awe.
And exactly how many taverns have heard this particular story?
I only frequent the nice ones. Where it goes afterward is anybody's guess. You're beautiful, deadly, and hang out with fantastic dwarves. It would be a crime if people didn't talk about you. Anyway, I'll quit exaggerating before it goes to your head. You want a pint while we're here, Hawk? I'll buy.
You spend a lot of time here, don't you?
So, I noticed some notes on the table the other day. Interesting work you got there.
Don't mind the drunks. They're friendlier than they look. And they don't bite. Much.
What's the word on the street?
Harlan's thinking of changing the name of the Blooming Rose to Harlan's Harlots.
Any other news?
The Kunari have been here for years. People are getting really nervous about that. I just know they're going to attack soon.
Any other news?
The craziest thing. Apparently, the pigeon What kind of sick individual preys on those...
Thanks.
Anytime.
I can there are multiple things. Back. House. Shit back in.
Welcome home, Sir.
Hold on to this.
Everything's quiet here in the mansion. Not the moment.
Unless Isabella comes. Mark this. Walk up the stairs.
You've been wasting my time, Varric. It stops now.
Seeker, you wound me.
The champion nearly starts a war, and you're all too happy to bury it beneath your words. You will tell me about the Kunari.
Well, there was that business with the mage, but the champion stopped that from turning into a bigger mess than it already was.
And yet we had Orlesians threatening sanctions of every kind and measure. What happened at Chateau Hain? What happened with Talis?
You've heard about her?
We had someone there, but they lacked your access. Whatever Talis was to the champion, it seems like it angered a nation.
Thousands of lives were at stake, Seeker.
Perhaps one still is.
Nicely non-specific. All right, let me set the scene. An ambush, an invitation, a hunting party. All because of Talis.
And of course, there's no one.
All I know is it had something to do with you and nobles. Edge is usually very reliable.
Edge? That's his name?
Maybe he got lost. I get lost all the time. Usually I just change where I'm going.
Feels like an ambush.
Why? It's not always an ambush. All right. Maybe sometimes it's an ambush.
And there she is. Today you die, pretty one.
Got some move.
Kill her! Kill all of them!
Well, what are you waiting for?
Who the blazes is that?
Go down! Get me a poultice, quick!
Sloppy. You'd think the crows would be better at this. They've been doing it for ages.
Interesting entrance. You have some fine moves.
I do, don't I? My name is Talus, and I've been looking for you.
Looking for me?
Looking for the woman who has an invitation to Chateau Haine, to be specific.
Oh, that's what Edge was on about. You remember? The Orlesian Duke who bought that ring from the Deep Roads. He sent a letter.
It can't have been serious.
That would be Duke Prosper de Montfort, member of the Orlesian aristocracy and a man who hosts a fine salon. Or so I hear.
Let me guess, this isn't just a social call?
I need to relieve him of something he has no right to possess. And I can't do it alone.
You want to rob him?
Well, stealing from Orlesians is never wrong. Or so I've been told.
There's always a catch. Nobody ever helps us unless there's a catch.
This isn't how I was planning to ask you this. I was picturing an introduction with less blood.
And you'd
I
be great.
imagine if we did this, it'd be together, wouldn't it?
That's the idea. Or did you have something else in mind?
I just think we should get to know one another.
I think I'd like that.
So tell me, what exactly is it you want to steal?
A jewel. The Duke thinks it's valuable, and it is. Just not in the way he believes. What's more, he shouldn't have it in the first place. He who wishes to walk on water must first learn to swim. Come with me to Chateau Haine. I'll explain everything on the way. If nothing else, you get fine wine and fancy company. But I hope you want more than that.
So, you trust this woman who just leapt off a rooftop into the middle of an ambush with crows?
I didn't have anything to do with that ambush.
I wasn't asking if you did.
Interesting jewel. All I care about is getting it away from the Duke. Here's the problem. The heart is in a vault, behind who knows what kind of traps. Protected by a private army of Orlesian chevaliers. All inside a fortress that was designed to be impregnable. And let's not forget, it's on the side of a mountain, in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by monsters.
Andrastes, dears Prosper, when is this going to get started?
Presently. All right, everyone. You'll know the tradition, yes? The first to find and slay a wyvern wins the honors of the evening. And bragging rights, of course. Good luck to you all.
I'm ready to see the Duke.
I'm here by invitation. Would you tell your master that I've arrived?
Ah, Mistress Hawk. Let them pass. They are here as my guests. Please excuse Gahir. A polite bodyguard is a contradiction in terms. Also, I am told.
A chastened? Here?
Oh yes, you are Ferelden, aren't you? You would know these people.
These are honorable.
They traded in Lothering sometimes. My family never had a problem with them.
See that, Gahir? Now you have someone to speak to. It's so very chatty, let me tell you. And who is this lovely specimen?
You flatter me, Your Grace.
And I see you brought assistance, already armed and armored. Wonderful. I must say, your presence is a surprise. I offered the invitation as a courtesy, but had no idea you were interested in our hunt.
I hunt all the time.
It's a favorite pastime of mine to find things and kill them, actually.
Really? Then you will fit right in. At any rate, I won't keep you from the hunt. Wouldn't want you to fall behind the others, yes?
It will be an interesting diversion, I'm sure.
Good luck to you, my lady. Remember, fortune favors the bold.
I provide equipment from the Duke's own... stables.
My leg. You have come a long way to join our Duke, Sirrah. You'll pardon me for saying that you do not seem like a hunter. A word of caution, since you are new to this. Wyverns spit venom. Their victims suffer terrible pain before they die.
Look
I
forward
have
to
no
learn.
doubt this will be a challenge, but I'm sure it's a worthy one.
May Andraste keep you safe. If you fail to avoid the venom completely, there are treatments. A distillation of herbs, equal parts Drakevane, Andraste's mantle, and winterberry can counteract the poison. May the Maker's luck grace your hunt. Be safe, Sirrah.
I'm afraid I can't help you.
So these are the hunting grounds.
What are we supposed to do? Beat the bushes with sticks?
We just need to look for signs and be careful. We get this over with, we get into the keep.
And that's where the jewel is.
That's where the jewel is.
Let's finish this!
proposal. Just wondering if there's a husband behind the throne.
Last I checked, no.
That altar is very old and creepy. I told you not to mess around.
They got what's his name? The maid. Damn it.
That altar is very old and creepy. I wouldn't touch it. I told you.
was a close one.
Yes, it was a close.
A lot of blood. Would that be prey or from a wyvern itself?
I've heard they fight for dominance. Can't be gentle.
Maybe we can use some to draw out rivals.
Have you seen a pair of coursers? I've been calling and calling, but it is no use. Nicodemus should know better. But Sylvain never had an ounce of sense in his head.
Who are you?
Slow down and tell me what happened.
My hounds have disappeared. They took off after a stag, and the Maker only knows where they've gotten to now. Please, you must help me find them.
If I see your dogs, I'll let you know.
May Andraste guide you. Nicodemus! Blood of Andraste, where are those hounds?
Foolish hound, get back here. I'm told weavers roost in the trees. Perhaps if we shake them.
You want to just stand back and watch? Should be good for a few laughs.
Just ignore them.
Invigorating, but I doubt that was the point of the hunt.
Do dragons and wyverns even mix? I don't think so.
So if we drop part of this in the right spot, we might lure a wyvern out to protect its territory.
Good thought. Do that.
Add it to what we have already. Is it enough to draw one out of hiding?
I'd say so. A little one. Probably all we need. In the right spot, no doubt.
That's my dog.
I think this is from a Samir bird. The Tevinters hunt them. The feathers are supposed to have magical properties.
Huh. Will you look at that?
Is that wyverns mating?
Could we mimic that?
No. Oh, the sound. Right, yes. I can try that.
I think we found something. Into the